Hey there, welcome to the teacher tips video that we put together for the flashlight project. This is one that students really love, and the souvenir they get to take home, they tend to marvel at, but it can be a little bit tricky. So the point of this video is to help you feel more comfortable and confident going into the session. The flashlight does differ from a lot of our other projects in the sense that it's not necessarily an open-ended design challenge, and it usually lasts only about one day or so, even if you do take advantage of some of our supplemental curriculum and resources. Essentially, it's just connecting a few different pieces. As far as the videos that we put together go, we strongly recommend that you go ahead and watch those beforehand to familiarize yourself with the project. And take some mental notes of where those videos pause so you can be prepared to ask those inquiry-based learning questions that we pose to the kids. And when those videos are all done, we recommend that you display the gallery section of the project page onto the projector or screen so the kids can see some examples as they're building. We do have a few quick tips that we think might help you out here as the teacher. But back to what we said just a little bit ago. Since there's not unlimited ways to build this project, there is kind of a right or wrong answer here, and that's evidenced by whether the flashlight is working or not. Inevitably, students will bring you their flashlights and tell you that it's not working, and the big troubleshoot here is you have to remember that everything on the flashlight has a direction or a polarity to it. If it's not working, try to rearrange or flip around some of those components like the LED on top or switch around the battery. That will get the electrons flowing in the right directions and interacting with the other parts of the circuit in the proper way. And this next one goes back to the nature of the project, how it's not necessarily open-ended. What we typically do is play all the videos for the kids and then turn them free to start brainstorming and building the project at their own pace. You are the leader here, and you're more than welcome to lead this class however you'd like, but in this certain project, one other way you can do it is to play that how-to video for them and play the beginning, do the step, or while you pause the video, let all the students catch up, and once everyone's on the same page again, play the video for the next step and do the same process. That way the students can work together, help each other out, and you move forward at the same pace as the entire classroom so no one gets left behind. Again though, the normal way does work perfectly fine, especially if you have them reference the example and the how-to sheets which we host on our website. One other thing that we've seen pop up based on our experience is the students running around with their flashlights working perfectly, and then all of a sudden they don't. Please just remind the students as they start to finish up their projects that these flashlights are fragile, and if the components aren't in their proper place, it won't work. So maybe once they have the flashlight working, just have them start decorating it so they can bring it home to show their mom and dad while it's still working. And for the sake of trying to foster some fun discussion while they're building the project, you can ask them questions like, have you ever done something like this before? Do you understand how some of the science behind the flashlight works? Or anything else related to flashlights or electricity? As far as notes on materials and safety, the flashlight is pretty easy, and we're not working with any hazardous materials at all. The only thing we want to remind students is to please use common sense and not stick their flashlights near other kids' eyes by any means. If the project happens to be running a little early and you need some ideas for how to fill in the time, no worries, here's some tips. And the same thing goes for if you're running late. Here's some ideas for how to speed up the process but still stay on task. When cleaning up, go ahead and put any unused or reusable items back in the bin so we can get them back and recycle them for future projects if necessary. But anyways, thank you so much for any of your time. We hope that you and your students are going to have a lot of fun with this flashlight activity. If any questions pop up after watching this video at all, please do not hesitate to reach out.